Truck Month at Carl Chevrolet is your chance to save on the most complete truck lineup in the industry. A lineup featuring the Midwest's #1 selling truck, Chevy Silverado, all sale priced up to 30% off total value savings. Also just announced zero-due sign and drive lease offers on the all-new Chevy Cruze and Malibu. Find new roads today at Carl Chevrolet.
Your dealer for life, Carl Chevrolet.
By Little Rock. Extremely resilient, extremely tough. When you've won 30 games, you think you're winning every night. That's just how it is. That's just in your mindset, and so it's in their DNA. So I think our kids understand that, they respect that, and we've been really focused today.
Can you relate to that?
Remind you of all your Murray State teams?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just when you've won that many games, you just think about all the comebacks and all the times your kids are just so resilient. You think you're about to get beat, and it's just you just have it's a refuse to lose mentality. And the only thing they asked me about that earlier, the only similarity I won the 2 seasons is that they get beat in the second round, and that's it. So, but there are little, you do have that, that confidence and that swagger to you that you think you can win. But our guys have that too. Our guys are good too, and so we'll be ready to go.
They play at one of the slowest tempos in basketball. Obviously, you guys faster. What's the key for you guys to dictate it?
Just being smart. First thing, can't turn the ball over. Give them live ball turnover baskets. I think making sure that we run offense, that we just don't, one pass shot. That we're running offense and making them defend. So we're not just right back on defense, because we're not the team with the personnel that's gonna, pick you up, speed you up, trap you, turn you over. We want to be disciplined defensively and give them one shot now.
So does it give you more comfort knowing you've got one of the most efficient point guards in the country in managing ball?
Yeah, there's no question about it. Having Monte out there with it, they want to pick us up three-quarter court if they want to trap us. Obviously, Monte, George, those guys can make terrific decisions with that, and we did that yesterday against Iona. And so Little Rock, they change every game how they play. If you watch them on tape, they guarded Purdue a certain way. We may have to wait to the first immediate timeout to really have a good feel about how they're going to guard us. We can assume, we can think about it, we can talk about it, but if you watch their games, every game, they're really personnel driven, and so we'll see how they guard us, and we'll go from there.
You want Monte on Higgins because of his quickness?
We'll guard Monte. We'll guard Higgins with a couple different guys. Probably Monte. We'll start on him possibly, and then we'll throw some other bodies, may put some length on him to see if that bothers him.
What's the scouting report on Higgins? What's he all about?
Good player. You get 31 in the tournament, you can play. Senior. It's like he said in the quote I saw, he's waited 22 years for this. But we got guys that have waited 20-something years for this too. He can score. That's the biggest thing. He can make threes, but he can get you off the bounce. He's great in pick and roll. We've got to be really aggressive in their pick and roll, in our pick and roll coverage, making sure that we're not giving him anything easy. I thought he willed them to victory on the offensive end. He made some march shots, them threes that just they go in and march, but he made them, and so that's a credit to him. He made a couple big-time floaters. You got to make him uncomfortable, and we just played against one really good guard. Now, obviously, we're going against another one tomorrow.
When you have a team that's seeded at 12 and trying to make that Cinderella run, how important is it creating the pace early at the tempo you want to go in that first 5 minutes and really stepping on them?
Well, that's the biggest thing is establish what we want to do, but stay in the course with that. Purdue was up 14 with 4 minutes to go. They had the whole game in control, but it took a while for them to get there. And then the last 4 minutes, Little Rock ramped up the pressure, and Purdue, with the guard play and stuff, they just couldn't handle that pressure. And so it may take some time to kind of impose your will. That's why we just have to continue to stay with what we want to do, offensively and defensively.
How mentally challenging is it for an offensive-minded team to have to play defense for 30 seconds like you'll probably have to tomorrow?
Should save that for George. It can be tough, but we've got to be locked in. These guys know it. They understand how they play. They watched how they play. They're not a team that's just going to try to run it down your back. If we turn it over, they will. Yeah. But on the flip side, when it's just half court, we are going to have to guard. We're going to have to be in gaps. But the biggest thing about that is once they shoot it, we can't give up second chance opportunities. That's the big thing, and we got to do a good job, obviously, defending the three in tournament play.